Preeti, you're spiking too much. That's why I had to turn your gain down.
Yeah, you stegosaurus.
It's fine when you're talking, but as soon as you're gonna fucking do your cackle laugh, fucking lean back.
You gotta preemptive.
Or just like, swing yourself around.
I wonder if you could just move your mouth faster.
Welcome everybody to the Lunchtime Banter Podcast. I am your host Jora, alongside with my co-host Kevin Gurjot and Preeti.
Just more.
And today we're going to talk about Black Friday. Is it a sham? Is it legit?
It's sham wow.
A scam? Do you participate in it?
I do not.
And if so, have you ever punched anybody in the face over anything?
I wish.
Have you recorded a murder
some
at
people
Walmart?
were like Black Friday, like I don't know if I should say black.
What?
Yeah,
It's African American Friday. Okay. Colored Fridays. Thank you.
I swear,
Cultural appropriation.
I swear, I had a. It was a white person. They came out and they're
Obviously,
like,
it's
"Oh,
always
did you
white
get any
people.
Friday? You know
Always
that
worried
day,
about the blacks."
the Friday?" And they're like, "I don't know if I should. I don't know after the Don Cherry thing. I don't know if I should say that." And I was like, "What? It's a color."
What?
I swear that happened to me.
After the Don Cherry thing, it's like, I don't
That's
know if I should say the
hilarious.
word black.
I know.
What color shirt are you wearing? It's a very dark shirt. I don't even know if I can say that. Oh my god.
A dark white.
It's like the darkest white you can get. It's like
It's the opposite of white.
it's almost black. Oh my god.
Looks around first.
It's black.
Why is it called Black Friday anyway?
That I don't know.
Somebody Google
I
it.
don't know.
Check it out.
Yeah, somebody Google. Okay,
I
somebody get the origin story of Black
I
Friday.
never even thought of it anything to do with anything like that. It's just fucking Black Friday.
Okay,
It could've
but
been Purple Friday.
specifically in Canada, though, Black Friday has, as of last year or the year before,
beat Boxing Day, right?
dude, just dwarfed it.
Yeah.
Boxing Day ain't shit no more.
Yeah.
Dude, it's been like that for a while. I
like
felt.
three,
I think
4
I
years.
think this is the third year. I think this
Yeah.
is the third
Yeah,
year
yeah.
where it really took traction.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
weird because you can
Okay.
feel it on Boxing Day.
Okay, what's the origin?
Black Friday is the name given to the shopping day after Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving,
Orange Thursday.
Fakesgiving.
Yeah.
It was originally called Black Friday because the volume of shoppers created traffic accidents and sometimes even violence.
What color
Police-
were those choppers?
Police,
So they named a sale after it.
wait, police coined the phrase to describe the mayhem surrounding the congestion of pedestrian auto traffic in downtown shopping areas.
So there
Yeah.
most likely is a racial connotation
Hold on.
to it.
And then they fucking named it.
Black Friday.
So they named the sale then. It's just like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
yeah,
Black-
it was. They're like
No,
Black
you-
Friday was a busy shopping day long before it got its name. Then they just called it Black Friday.
But why would everybody just automatically go shopping right after
Because
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving, nobody's probably going out.
Yeah.
Right? And they're like, fuck, we need somebody to come into our store. Right?
And then they just put on
that's
big sales.
It's probably just
Well,
like
I
fucking
guess
Christmas.
They
too.
actually used to
Well,
say
that's how. Yeah.
Think about your
That's
store.
how Boxing Day was,
Think
yeah.
about your store shutting down for the day. Then now you're like, oh shit, now I'm behind a day.
But
Let's put a
Boxing Day
sale.
always made sense to me because it was like you're trying to like that's the busiest selling time of the year is Christmas. So then right after Christmas, it's like everyone's like, I'm done shopping. Like I'm not buying shit for a
Yeah.
while. So that's why it's like, well, let's get rid of all this stock and stuff too. Let's have a Boxing
Black
That makes
Friday-
sense too. Look, but Black Friday makes sense too. Look, your
But
last
like
holiday's done.
But Thanksgiving isn't like a gift giving holiday.
I know, but listen,
That's where it's weird.
listen,
No, but it's
but
before Christmas, so it's the
Exactly.
it's like the
perfect
next
Yeah.
phase?
That's
Who
what I'm
buy
saying.
the gifts?
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
true.
That last holiday's done, and then the next day it's fucking Christmas season.
And you just
It's
saw all your family, so all
Yeah.
those fuckers are fresh in your mind. and you're just like, what can I get that motherfucker?
Exactly, because you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, my dad was talking about some racist shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get him some racist book or something. You don't see him for a while. Or
They used to
whatever.
say Black Friday and Black Saturday, and it was began in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
you know what?
There could be
This
some racial
hun-
undertones on that one.
Dude,
Fuck,
it says
I didn't
those-
know about
how this hasn't come up in today's
Yeah.
society and they haven't like already blasted Black Friday. I think we're on to something, guys.
I know. I think
They're
we're
gonna call it colorblind Friday.
colored Fridays.
They're gonna call it.
That's back to it. Right?
Monday, Cyber Monday.
Oh yeah, colored people is
That-
bad now.
And
Yeah.
Cyber Monday is funny because that was
Yeah.
like to attract online sales,
Yeah.
which now it's like,
It's
do you
bigger
even really need
I
a Cyber
know.
Monday? Because like everything, everything.
Everything.
Everything is. I like honestly like my sister messaged me, and because she's useless and she doesn't do anything herself. And she's like, yo, I need you to buy me this, this, this. And I'm like, if I can't do it from my couch, it ain't getting done. Right? So there's a couple of things that were in-store purchases. And I'm like, yo, you guys need to go and pick up these TVs.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, I don't know if we're going to go. And I'm like, all right, then they're not getting bought. So I will buy you more expensive ones. And then don't blame me afterwards, right? And I'm like, if I can't do it from my couch, I ain't doing it. But did any of you guys snag any good deals? I got some fairly decent deals.
Honestly, this was the first year I didn't even look.
That's literally what I was about to say.
Yeah.
This is the first year I didn't even look at
Like-
flyers, didn't look at any sales.
Like I
Things
got
kept
email
popping up.
noti-
Yeah, things kept popping up. I'm like, I don't care.
Amazon was
I don't
being like,
care.
yo, man, it's Black Friday. Come check it out.
Dude,
And I was like,
Amazon wouldn't stop this
I
year,
know.
man. It wouldn't stop. It's like,
I know.
It's like, why have
By
you
the
looked?
fourth time,
Why
I was
haven't
like,
you
fuck outta here.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
I don't
about to-
care.
I was going to delete Amazon for a
I
second.
got so many emails. It was ridiculous. And I like wanted to get some stuff, but I just never got around to doing it.
I got 0 emails because I don't subscribe to any junk emails. As soon as I get one, bam, it's bounced into the thing and it's like, update my subscriptions. Do not send me shit.
But I want them sometimes.
Sometimes I like.
I know.
but what if one day I need it?
No, see, for me, it's like
It
I
feels like somebody cares about me.
want to do my research.
We have the characteristics of like a hoarder.
I know. I'm just gonna keep it around. It's gonna linger.
You never know.
Just in case.
Just in case.
What if one day I need it?
What if one day they just send me a great sale?
Yeah. What if they send me free?
even though I never look at any of the sales. What if one day I just go, maybe?
I'm gonna try to think. Did I have one that where I did get emailed and I was like, fuck it, I just gotta buy this one. Yeah, actually I did.
Sex doll.
No, it was a Wayfair.
Dildo.
It was the chair. That's how I got the chair. It hit my because I was searching for a chair for a new podcasting chair here for the podcast room.
Because the chair right now is the sickest chair.
It's so good.
He's literally leaning forward. It's like an incline forward. It's the most
I forgot it.
I fucking hate this chair.
You're constantly slipping on.
One of those fucking cheap ass folding black chairs.
Dude, I fucking hate this chair. Because we moved the studio to a different location, I don't have my chair. And Kajot, this bastard wouldn't get me a chair.
Oh man, sorry.
It's his job. Right?
Man, I'm so selfish.
So I ended up shipping one to his house. And yeah, so the Wayfair thing, because I went on there just to go look at them. And then it was like, oh, Black Friday, we have a sale. This full mesh chair for like $80, free delivery. I was like, sold. So that's
got
the
you.
actually only one time that
They
I
got
don't-
you. That chair
I
was
don't,
actually for $50 2 weeks ago.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Probably not there, but that's what happened.
You know what
with
it could
Black
be though? Sometimes they do similar looking models, and it's just a shittier quality chair that you're just like, oh, it looks just like this $120
Could be.
chair.
I'm taking the gamble on
They
it.
do that with TVs, I know.
TVs is a fuck.
Well,
dude.
Black Friday TVs, man. Fuck.
That's a
Dude,
different breed.
TVs, it's hard to cross shop them because what they'll do is for like big players like Best Buy, Costco, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. It will be the exact TV.
Yeah.
For example, it'll be like a 8569 at Best Buy. It'll be a 8568 at Costco.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, it's not the right model. It's a different model. You know, we can't price match that or anything like that. That's how they fuck you around.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah.
no,
Price
so,
matching.
so what they do is actually Best Buy gets their own. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Yeah.
And it's the same fucking TV.
It's the same fucking TV. They just changed the model number for different big box players.
'Cause the-
so
so
you
they're-
can't.
so
So you
they're
can't.
Yeah,
all
so you
make
can't because they
price
all have
matching.
that stupid price match. shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they're not competing with each other. They're competing with the little guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a website, I think it's called Camel, which
The fuck is that?
for Amazon, what they do is it tracks the price of anything that's on Amazon. So it'll show you
like
if it
through
was
the year
So
and
if it
shit,
was
through the
cheaper
years.
before, if it was what the highest it's been, and then especially around Black Friday and big sales, you can see how it starts to tick upwards. The price goes a little higher.
Around August, shit starts getting a little bit more expensive.
And then right when the sale is coming, they drop the price and make it look like, oh, this thing just you're
Back to
saving
its
like
original price?
back to
the
original
price it
price,
was in May.
making it look like
but
you're
you think you're
saving
saving a shit ton.
Yeah.
30, 40, 50 or whatever per
Yeah.
percent on it, which really you're not saving shit. Like at some point in the year, you could have got it for the same price.
Fuck. It always feels so good just looking at it and be like, sale, $50 off, $100 off, $200
Oh, I
off.
know.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's so good.
It's like I'm losing money.
It's like you
Yeah.
feel smart.
I'm
Yeah.
losing
Yeah.
money if
Feel
I don't
smart.
buy this right now.
I always know it's
That's how
like
they get you.
fucking, it's bullshit too, but I was like, oh, I just look so good. Wife falls for it all the fucking time. I'd be like, 2 things, one's more expensive, but it's on sale. Like, we need to get it. And I
Yeah.
was like, fuck you.
And my sister's the same way. She sees the word sale And she's just like, just take my money. You said it's sale, right? Take it.
That means I'm getting a great deal on it.
Yeah, just tell me what you want me to buy and I'll just fucking buy it. You said sale. I'm fucking here. Take my money.
I have money. You want to take it?
That's how fucking gullible she is when it comes to fucking sales. Pisses me off, man. I'll get random like photos of like shit and I'll be like, why do you need this? It's on sale. That's not a fucking reason.
You might need it later on. You hoard it.
I stock shit. I need to see like 20 billion different fucking reviews.
Yeah,
I need
yeah,
to see it in every different aspect. 10
yeah.
different people's opinion on it. I'm a YouTube junkie when it comes. And then I'll just put it on my list. It's like, okay, this thing I gotta watch. When it goes on sale, I bought these new Sony noise cancelling headphones. Sick as headphones. Crazy reviews.
Do you use them?
They haven't arrived yet. I will use them once they arrive.
What are you gonna use them for?
You know, the gym. If I ever get
The gym that he doesn't go to.
I do go to a gym. I'm actually quite proud of my gains right now.
Pride.
Proud of my gains.
I am pride.
What was the other word he said again?
Shish.
Some
Something,
shish.
something
Shish
with a
kebab.
shish and
Everything.
something.
Everything.
Every shame. There you go.
And then if I ever do go on a plane, it's got fantastic noise cancelling for that as well.
If I ever go on a plane.
When on my next flight, I will definitely use them. But anyways, I bought that. I bought a couple of laptops because I haven't decided which one I want to keep.
Couple of laptops. This guy's so
Holy.
fucked. So he says I'm fucked for like the shit that I do. This guy literally going through the whole year gets a laptop.
He's been
from
trying to get a
Costco.
laptop since we started
It's
this
3-month
podcast.
return policy. So he's like, I'm just gonna return it right near the end of the 3 months, and then get another laptop for 3 months, and then return and then get another laptop.
Because I can't decide on what I want.
4 laptops a year.
Because the spec race is just really pissing me off. So now I think I'm satisfied. I hope
What'd
I'm
you get?
satisfied.
With my
I
$7,000.
hope I'm satisfied.
What'd you
He's
get?
satisfied finally with a $7,000 laptop.
I think now we can stop, guys.
Okay,
It does everything.
so
You're gonna use it for a
First-
month and be like,
first I bought a MacBook Pro, the newest one, the 16-inch. They just released it, and the specs are finally fucking phenomenal. Finally, they fixed the keyboard. They fixed all the bullshit issues they had with that laptop, and I was like, okay, this is the laptop, and I bought it. And then I just like kept thinking, I was like, fucking hell, $3,500 on this motherfucker. Like, this is a lot of money. And the only reason I want the Apple is because the software and hardware integration is so good when it comes to like video editing and photo editing. And then I thought to myself, I don't do this shit professionally. Like, I casually do it. Then I got in my own head and started thinking, like, do I really even fucking need this thing? Can I do it another way? And then I started looking at the new Microsoft Surface Laptop 3, which is like almost $1,000 cheaper than the MacBook with the same specs. So I was like, okay, I bought that one now. So that one's coming this week. I've already been using the MacBook. And I'm like, if I can get away with what I need to do, the light video editing, light Photoshop.
wait,
then
how much is it?
That one was $2,300.
What are you gonna use it for?
You know, my everyday.
My everyday porn usage.
It's an everyday laptop, and then also editing videos and photos.
Editing his
this
own
guy-
pornos.
You know the
Oh, you
compilation?
started a porn
The
company.
compilations? He's the one that makes them.
He's the guy that puts music to everything.
He's the one that uploads them.
I do the director cut compilation.
Compilations.
Dude, I think you just get a $250 Chromebook and get it done.
Seriously.
I did consider just fucking doing a Chromebook, but then I couldn't install anything on it, and then that.
No, but no.
Also, the big one
listen.
was I couldn't even install Audacity on it for the podcast. So I was like, what the fuck am I going to
You
do
don't
with
need
this
to
thing?
get Audacity. We got our own laptop here. It's okay.
I know, but I was just saying, you know, well, I do. I'm the one who goes and edits it afterwards.
Oh,
That's
yes.
also.
Unless you want to take
You know
that
what? You
over.
should buy a more expensive laptop.
Honestly, you deserve that.
You deserve that.
Get that laptop and leave it here.
Dedicated just to the podcast.
But you know, part of me, I'm still torn.
But okay, can you get most programs now web browser versions of it?
No, I thought I could find one for the the podcast to do the audio stuff.
Yeah.
There's like a real shitty version, and they say it crashes and stuff. Like they're like, it's good, but it's like not fully solid yet. So I was like, you know what, I'm just not gonna mess with it.
I assume like the last year, fucking everything's been on there now.
You think you could, but
That's crazy.
yeah. Anyways, that's where I'm sitting with the laptop situation.
in about 2 months, he'll be like, okay, I'm looking for another one.
Yeah.
Honestly, the best one I would have fucking kept it.
Huawei.
The Huawei.
Huawei.
100%. Fucking hands down
Why don't
the
you go
best
buy it again
laptop.
then?
I can't.
Why
You can't
not?
fucking get anywhere because this goddamn
You're so fucked.
Trump motherfucker and his tear off shit, and then Canada had to go and arrest his fucking daughter.
Trump's daughter?
No, the
Yeah,
fucking
the
Huawei
Huawei.
CEO's daughter. Fucked everything up. Windows is like, we're not gonna support it software wise, which now that sanction's been lifted and now they're supporting it again. But like, how long
Oh,
is
they
that?
are?
Gonna, yeah.
Yeah.
But how long is that gonna fucking last? Like, it's
Wait,
just
we can't get any Huawei shit right now?
No, you can't.
you can get apparently you can get their phones, but like the laptops just fuck, man. I was so pissed off. That was such a good laptop.
How much is that one?
That one was under $2,000. I think it was like I got it for like $17.99 or
That's
something like
not
that.
bad. That's not bad.
Dude, and the specs, same specs. i7, Core i7, 512 SSD, 16 gigs of RAM. Like it was fucking perfect. I was so choked, man. So fucking choked. Part of me thinks I should have just never returned it. They just fucking rode the wave.
Yes, you should have. But you're a fool. You're a fool in a man's shoes.
A fool in a coward's body.
You're a
That's
fucking
awesome.
bitch.
You're a bitch through and through.
But anyways, I wasn't overly impressed with Black Friday deals this year. Nothing crazy. Nothing like
The
that.
only
never
thing
crazy.
It's
that
all a scam.
Before, when we used to line up at Future
Dude,
Shop.
I remember that, man.
Oh, fuck.
When
Have you ever
Future
witnessed
Shop,
a fight?
when Future Shop, nah, not in Canada ever.
Yeah. I'm disappointed.
But I watched
so
the.
upset
we're
about
too
it.
polite here.
Oh,
We
man, I
are.
have to watch it
Dude,
on YouTube.
we're really polite.
Sorry, you first. No, you take it. No, you take it.
Oh,
fuck
sorry, you.
Oh, that's the last one.
So our
Fucking bitch,
scam,
you take it.
our scam for years
Oh, yeah.
was we had a guy on the inside, and
On the
we're not
inside.
gonna
It's a
name,
heist.
we're not gonna name any names. We had a guy on the inside who would basically.
Isn't Future Shop like done now?
The Future
So
Shop's
it
done, yeah. So Best Buy owns them. So this is like in the Future Shop. Did we ever do it during Best Buy days? We did, I think.
Yeah, once.
We did.
Yeah.
But then online just took over and we just stopped going. We're like, fuck it, we don't
Yeah.
really need it. But because of the same, anyways, we had a guy on the inside. He'd get us in like a half hour before, and we'd like whatever the top picks were, we'd all spread out and we'd go stand by those things. And he's like, you can't. He's like, just don't touch him until the store opens. He goes, but as soon as you see that door open, just fucking grab him. And we'd all be spread out and be like, okay, you're grabbing that stuff, you're grabbing that stuff, you're grabbing that stuff. We're gonna meet at this motherfucking till over here, right?
Somebody's already standing at the till waiting.
Dude, it was like precision coordination. That door would open, everyone would be clapping. We'd already yank out everything that we needed, and
I know everyone's waiting. Yay! I can buy things.
we'd be out the door before people even got like their first shit. It was fantastic. That racket ran for a while, but then online came and it's like, why do I even need to leave my house? Like, why are we
I
gonna go
know.
there at midnight?
Seriously.
That Future Shop, so much shit got fucked in that store.
Dude.
I remember hearing stories where people would be like, they would try to find an old school like fucking TV or something, because it has the biggest box. They would open the box, take the TV out, put all the expensive shit in that box, put it out, and make sure their friend knows like go buy this box. They'll buy that cheap ass TV, has all this like PS2s, games, all the shit
Really?
inside.
Buddy, we used to,
Oh.
we used
Oh,
to do
yeah.
that. But no, I'm not gonna say where. But we used to do that.
I think you guys made Future Shop go under.
No, I didn't do that Future Shop. But that's what you do. It's
It was
fucking
Visions,
awesome.
wasn't it?
It was PSP times. And
Yeah.
it was like a bunch of shit ton of games because they're so fucking small.
Yeah.
Damn, I did not know about that scam.
Yeah. But then
Imagine
guess,
filling up a fridge box.
But guess where that
I'll
TV
buy
would-
that Insignia fridge.
Awfully light fridge.
Guess where the TV would be though?
Where?
In the trash in the back.
Oh my god.
They'll just chuck it in the dumpster.
The full TV would be in the trash.
Oh, it has a tiny scratch on it. It's garbage.
Wow. So none of you guys bought anything this year?
No, man.
No, yeah, I
Look
need
it
some
up.
shit and to buy some shit, but
The other thing I did notice is like last year, like everything on Black Friday, you could get on Saturday, you could get on
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah. They're not running out. These.
Yeah, but like this, like today, today's Saturday, so the day after Black Friday, I tried to like get some of the stuff. I was like, oh yeah, it's probably still available. We're still there. Back to regular price.
Oh, really?
yo, the
Yeah.
sales now start on like Monday.
Yeah.
They just call it Black Friday week.
Yeah. They do a lot of
Like
bullshit.
the Monday before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people were like saying early Black Friday sale, this is that, but there was still some stuff that was only on sale. But I was surprised to see that it was no longer on sale, unless they're just gonna basically spark that up on Cyber Monday again.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fairly disappointed in Black Friday though.
Not crazy anymore.
And it's kind of sad that
Except for,
Boxing Day is going to
games.
be.
I'm disappointed I didn't
Yeah.
see any more fights.
No, I think Jimmy Kimmel will have a compilation for us.
A compilation.
He'll have a director's cut for us on Monday.
Yeah.
'Cause, man, the scraps that happen in America, and it's always a Walmart.
So good.
Why is it always a Walmart?
Why do you
Because
think?
those are
Oh, I shouldn't say.
Come on.
Yeah.
same reason it's called
People
Black
love
Friday.
Walmart. You're fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked. It's fucking Walmart, man. People at Walmart. You seen that shit? So
It's because Walmarts are like the lowest income neighborhoods. Nah, fuck it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, there's always fights, but there's a lot of white folks scrapping in those videos as well.
I never ever said what? It's everybody.
It's everybody.
It's a free for all. Well, haven't a lot of people like died on Black Friday and shit too during these kind of
Trampled
things?
because
Yeah,
they're trampling.
literally trampled
Like
to
just
death.
getting in the store.
But that's not
Like
just-
imagine that.
that's not-
Dearly beloved, here we have Jonathan whatever.
He couldn't get that
He
microwave.
died in the lineup
Microwave.
he died in the lineup at Walmart, and he survived by his two children.
He'll be watching that 65-inch in heaven.
You're so fucked.
We're fucked.
No, Kevin's fucked. I'm not fucked like Kevin. Do not put me in that category.
But the fact that people have been trampled, that's pretty fucked up.
Dude,
too.
it happened fucking at Jordan release and shit. Like fucking people got stabbed and shot and shit. It's fucking nuts. To save some money.
Michael Jordan.
You're
needs
not
to
even
step up
saving
and
money though,
speak up
really,
against
because
it. It's not saving money. It's
Those
because
ones it's
it's
limited.
because they're
Limited.
exclusive drops
Yeah,
and
that's true.
they can't jack up the retail price. So the retail is still like semi affordable, however you look at it, a couple $100 or whatever. But then the retail price of it is like a couple grand.
Yeah.
People like shrink wrap the shoes so they're like they never touch air and shit.
Well,
like
No,
that.
that's how they're sold everywhere now.
Have you
Like
heard
the, like the proper places that you go to buy them now?
Yeah.
Even the ones that you take off the rack to look at them, they're wrapped.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like you never seen that? What the fuck is it called? The sneaker show.
Complex.
Yeah, I think
Sneaker
so.
shopping with
they're,
Complex?
They're all wrapped up and shit. Too.
Oh shit. Well, do you guys know the best black market way to get those shoes and shit? Because the same fucking Chinese kids making the legit Yeezys,
Huh?
actually, like those companies will figure out a way to patent a shoe that looks almost exactly the
Yeah.
same, have a few stitches different, and then you just get them through back channels, and you get like, and it's made by the same people.
Yeah.
And they're called Jeezys.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what's so funny? Those ones, they had to fucking use a little
Punjabi
microscope.
dads, they're buying the kids
Yeah.
the right shoes. You asked for Jeezy, I got you Jeezy.
One
These are the Jeezys.
the best Yeezys I saw said Kanye on the side. Fucking best.
No, but the ones that Kevin was talking about, they had to use a microscope. Be like, look, the stitch, the threads aren't going the same way.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that's how they're.
That's a pretty fucking legit fake right
yeah,
there.
but it's people will go that deep to find out. Yo, you're wearing fakes, man. What the fuck you doing?
Yeah. Apparently Kanye can spot that shit. People have like tried to get him to sign like fake Yeezys and shit, and he's like, "Get that shit out of here! It's fake." And they're like, "It looks so similar though. Like normal people wouldn't see it, but he fucking knows."
You know.
He touches
fucking
it. He's
knows.
like, this is not.
he
Yeezy."
fucking designed it. He should
Kanye's
know.
Yeah,
fucking-
exactly.
God, fucking, he's godlike.
What do you think of his album?
Dude, his album is pretty fucking good. But
I like a
not
few songs on
But
it.
I'm not a Christian, so it's hard.
I'm
hard to go
I feel like he's trying to convert me.
Some of those songs got me ready to convert. Hallelujah. Amen.
Like if I was a Christian, dude, I'd be bumping that every day.
Dude, that should be what the
Bump of
churches
those on
should
the
be
way to
bumping.
church.
Huh?
That should be what like the churches should just be bumping.
I
and
bet
Yeah.
you. I bet you.
That's why he's
certain ones
starting.
are.
His,
I bet
that's why
attendance
he's
would
starting his
increase.
own church. So I think he's got
The
a.
Church of Kanye?
I think he's got a ranch.
Can I convert to that?
He's got a ranch in
Jesus Christ.
Wyoming.
Did you say ranch?
Ranch.
You said ranch.
It's a raunchy ass ranch.
It's probably raunchy because Kim's there.
No, he bought another one. He fucking bought a second one for like $5 million again.
So you know probably why I was the first one in Wyoming.
Yeah.
It's
Both
not-
of them are.
Yeah, and then so he
Yeah.
applied to get the church,
Oh, he couldn't.
and then they shot him down.
Apparently Wyoming has a bunch of billionaires and shit there.
Yeah,
Because
a
it's
lot
like
of
a tax haven and shit.
Yeah. That's why he bought it there.
Wild.
Smart guy. He owns a mountain and then 6,000 acres over
Yo,
the mountain over.
Mount Kanye?
He
Imagine if he fucking gets gets them to carve his face into it like fucking, Mount
Mount
Rushmore.
Rushmore.
Holy shit,
That
that
would
would
be
be
crazy.
awesome.
Him and fucking Kim
Yo,
Mount
fucking
Ye.
game changing.
with North Star. or whatever it is.
North Star.
North Star.
What is it?
What's the kid's name?
One's north,
Blue
one's
Ivy?
west, one's no,
East
It
and south.
can't be West.
Why
no,
not?
sorry. One's
My
north,
son, West.
Northeast, South.
Star. Northern Stars.
whatever the fuck.
One is North, right?
Is Northwest.
One's north.
Yeah, Northwest.
Yeah, one's name is North.
Yeah.
But would it be called? Honestly, he owes it all to Ray J. He should be cutting Ray J fucking royalty checks.
Why?
For making his wife.
Don't worry. Pornhub's got Ray J covered.
No.
He's still making a killing off.
Don't put Kanye down like that. He had Amber Rose before that too. He made her a star. So don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, fuck you. Kanye is sick.
The guy, I don't know, man. Something
808s
about
and heartbreaks?
Kanye's face just pisses me off, man.
It's
That's because
it's-
he's pissed off all the time.
He's like Marlon Brando with the marbles in his mouth and
Yeah.
fucking Godfather.
yeah, but no,
Did he have his jaw broken or
Yeah,
something?
it was wired shut. There's a song that he raps while his mouth was shut, and it's called "Through the Wire," because there's fucking wires in the mouth. And that song is so sick. That was the first one.
Pretty creative.
That's deep.
Yeah. And dude, that song's so sick. And he's like, I'm so.
How's it sick? Like, how do you even
Sounds
know
like
what
a
the fuck he's
rabies.
saying? How you connected to that?
You can talk when you have your mouth wired shut. Talk when your mouth is closed. It's like, yo, stop. Fuck out of here, bitch.
Those are the things you say when your mouth is wired shut.
Yo, stop.
Yo,
He's
stop.
getting raped.
Yo, stop. Get the fuck out of here.
Drinking on you fucking bitch.
It hurts. Pineapples. That's my favorite word.
I don't know why I said, yo, stop.
That's automatically what he goes to.
That's
Well, if my mouth is wired shut, I'm getting fucked in the ass. The things go hand in hand.
it's clenched for a reason.
Wait. Can they wire my ass shut too? I mean, while you're there, just do the other hole.
His third hole.
But Ray J, did you hear that Suge Knight gave his life rights over to Ray J?
To make a movie or something, right?
Everything. I think his whole whatever you want to do with my name, I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck him. And fuck him too. Fuck them both.
You don't like him?
Who?
I don't know. Whichever one.
They're both fucking assholes, man. Dude, the guy, Suge Knight fucking ran over a guy. That's why he's in jail right now.
Yeah, he killed the
with,
guy.
Yeah, with the F-150 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At a
He is in jail.
rap video shoot.
And he,
For
like,
life, I think, right? Like that's
it's gonna be for a long time.
Yeah.
He'll be basically dead, I think, by the time he comes out.
damn.
But
Suge Knight is a scary looking
dude, he's a
motherfucker,
scary
man.
person. Have you heard the story? Like
Dude,
one
he's
of the
fucked.
one of the stories is that he injected HIVs into fucking Eazy
Yeah.
because he wouldn't come over. Like
That's
to-
another conspiracy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember? Do you guys watch that? You watch that movie? What the fuck was the movie? The
The
NWA
NWO?
one. Remember the scene where
Straight
that
outta-
they
I
beat-
said NWO.
you rolled over. But
Hulk Hogan comes over.
why aren't you coming over, man? Hulk Hogan.
Well, you know something, brother.
He's the brother.
Did they insinuate that in there?
No, but remember the scene where they beat him up at the studio
Yeah.
because of that shit. But that's what they're saying when they beat him up, they've injected that shit into him.
Shit, but then again, Easy E went around fucking a lot of pussy.
Yeah. So you don't know if
Yeah.
that's real, but like that's a type. That's how fucked up that guy is, Suge Knight.
I
And you're
would-
like, yeah, he probably did.
The most shocking story I ever heard about him was that fucking Vanilla Ice was signed to Death Row Records.
What?
Yeah. Vanilla Ice was signed to Death Row Records. Was it Vanilla Ice or Snow? One or the other. I think it's Vanilla Ice. And they hung him upside down off the balcony and got him to sign over like full rights to the fucking song. Or else they're gonna kill him.
And Suge Knight has the rights.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I was like, wait a second, I'm like, Vanilla Ice was on fucking Death Row Records? What the fuck?
But with a name like that, what the fuck you do?
Death Row right now?
Is the name still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, who owns it? Like Nickelodeon or some shit.
What?
Or Disney.
It's probably Disney.
ridiculous
It's probably
like that.
Disney. Disney
No
owns everything.
way.
Disney just buying up everything.
Disney just on the snatch train right now.
Well, it might be whoever made the Straight Outta Compton movie. They might have got the rights to it while they were doing that shit. Because they would have to grip the rights to a lot of other stuff.
Could be, but
Oh, Hasbro.
Hasbro?
Oh,
Yo, they're
my
gonna make
God.
a fucking straight out of Compton and Monopoly version.
Yeah. Go to jail.
Go to
Go to Joe Suge Knight,
Yeah.
Suge Knight sitting there waiting for you. Just fucking pipe out. Your icons are like the different rappers you want to be
Yeah,
who are
yeah.
on the board. Skip HIV to live. Beat it this time.
And then like a big conspiracy is that Suge had Tupac killed.
Well, that one's obviously, yeah. Everyone's heard that
And that's
one.
because he obviously Tupac wasn't like completely happy, but apparently Suge was offering him what's it called, Death Row East. They were gonna make Death Row East so he could go over there and fucking do his own thing and kill it on the east side. But that made no sense either, though.
But that didn't make any sense if you got him killed.
But no, because it probably wasn't gonna work out
Oh.
if that's probably the theory or whatever. But who the fuck knows?
Fuck, what could have been?
Dude, so young too, man. And I was looking at like how eloquent he was when he like spoke,
Yeah,
and like his at that age.
dude, it's nuts, man.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Like, how many young guys do you know who even think like that right now?
There are some.
I see Kevin, and I'm like, this is a fucking dumbass.
No,
No,
there,
but even like out of the studio and out of like when you just saw him like on the street and shit, he was like a normal. Like nowadays they're always acting hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
like
yeah.
assholes and bad.
You like
Remember, have you seen that video of him and that little kid? He's like, look at this little kid eyeing me down. You want to fight? And he's just like making jokes with his little kid,
Yeah.
Tupac. And it's fucking like, it just shows you that like he's like a real person and he just, whatever, he likes to have fun and he just, you know, not a fake ass.
Yeah, he would legit be at like in America they have these places like they have barbecues or whatever. Just and you come in, give him $5, take some chicken or whatever, and he'd be at them all the fucking time and just randomly with people. Like they don't do that shit anymore with security. There's a few people that try to, but the rest are his security. Shut down the mall for me, man. Shut down the mall for me. I'm gonna shop here.
Shut down the mall.
You know how much they do that, man? They do that
So
fucking everywhere.
Like straight up the
Yeah,
mall.
the mall's closed.
Holy shit, man.
Because they want to shop. Because they're gonna, they're gonna throw down the money. But it's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? You can't shop with everybody else.
Little
Fuck,
goddamn normies.
But they're
Get
gonna
away from me.
no, but most of them,
That
it's because
normie
they,
stank.
it's
Gonna get their poor people germs on me.
it's mostly because they crowd the shit out of you too,
Yeah.
right? But like, fuck.
Well, then how would you shop? Everyone's fucking coming up to you. Oh, can I get a picture? Can I do this? Can
I
do
get
that?
shutting down
So
a
kind of
store,
makes
but
sense.
shutting down a mall? Come on, man. What about like all like, you know, the little stores? Yeah. Like they're gonna go this.
Like he's not gonna go into Ardene's.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna go into Hallmark and start buying a bunch of cards. Like fucking
You don't know.
What about the cafeteria, man? People are hungry.
Yeah.
lose their revenue for the whole day just because some jackass wants to shop.
Hey, man, you don't know. Maybe he does buy everything. Tom Cruise is addicted to giving people cakes.
What?
Addicted.
That's the thing.
He's sitting there at home. I gotta give somebody a cake.
He gets his assistants to send fucking cakes to everybody he knows
I never
all the
got a
time. Do you know Tom?
I met Tom at
I met
the
dog.
Scientology Center downtown.
Have you seen
There
ours?
is Scientology.
Yeah.
What?
We have
Dude,
Sci-
you guys haven't seen
You
it?
know.
It's like randomly, and it says Scientology, and you're like, what the fuck?
it's right on
Where?
Hastings.
Yeah.
Yo,
Shit.
let's
Yeah.
go one day.
Yeah.
Just go in there?
I don't know if you can. I don't know if you.
They're not like that,
No,
man.
man.
They're not
I
like
don't,
that.
I don't think you're allowed to do walk-ins.
Why?
It's not like the Gurdwara, man. Like everybody's allowed to
Well,
go
yeah,
in
that's
there.
true, I guess.
It's
You
not
probably have to
welcome.
pay to get in. It's a fee.
whatever.
It's not welcoming, that's for sure.
Should we try?
We could try,
I don't know. I
but
kind of want to see what
I
their
don't know.
sales pitch is to
I
us.
think us three would completely look out of character going in there. They're gonna be like, these motherfuckers ain't gonna sign up to Scientology. Preeti could do it though. Yeah.
Okay.
You need to think before you speak.
Because first I'm like, okay, they're gonna accept me. Then I'm like, okay, I'll try. Like,
They thought about it. He's like, maybe they might.
no, they won't accept me, but it'll be funny.
I am crazy. Crazy like a fox.
I want to know what like this shit's about, man. But
Dude,
a lot of it you
that's
gotta
all
pay.
all it is
Oh,
like
yeah.
this. They're gonna look at you. They're gonna be like, does this guy have money or not? If they're like, oh, this guy's loaded, fuck, you're in, dude. That's all it is.
Just walking with suits.
No, I feel like even if you don't have money, they want to figure something out to do with you. They'll just send you off to their fucking camps and shit.
Yeah.
I think they're strictly
Yeah.
about the money.
They have camps.
Yeah, like a summer camp.
They have some cabins.
They have those centers where it's like people can't use phones. You can't do shit. They're like pretty much in their own little prison.
Kevin, I'm pretty sure they're more on just strictly the money side.
Yeah, probably.
It's crazy how many Hollywood people are into it.
But then
They got the money.
They got the money, right? And now they look at Tom Cruise, those speeches that he does. It probably fucking makes other people go into it too.
It's fucking exhilarating.
It makes me kind of want to go.
Have you seen the one where he gets the fucking?
Maybe they told him
have
he
you seen
can
the
have
one
a
where he
cut.
gets the big ass fucking medal, and then
When
he
he
like
salutes?
I think he salutes
He
the
He
picture
salutes
of
the
what's his name?
guy that started it.
What the fuck?
Really?
that guy's name?
Dude,
Yo,
he's
maybe they
standing
told
up
Tom Cruise like, "Yo, come in, we'll give you a cut."
No,
Maybe.
Why
Tom,
would he want
Tom
that?
Cruise
Dude,
is giving
he's
them
not-
the cut. They
He's
tricked
giving
him
them
into
money.
it, and now he's paying
giving
them
money.
all the
Because the
That's
more
all
you
it
pay, the higher rank you become.
Yeah, dude,
Really?
Yeah,
That's how it works.
that's why he's almost a god.
He's like a grand jizz master or something like that. They got some weird fucking
Yeah.
titles.
Buddy, that's crazy.
awfully
up
close
there.
to the clan.
And he's like, oh, you see the Cephalon and the Deflon and the Nicola and the Jekylla. And then Oprah's just like, yo, what the fuck is this guy talking about right now?
Then he jumped on the couch.
Then he's like,
I'm so happy.
he's like, fuck your couch.
That's exactly what he did. He's like, I'm Rick James, bitch.
What's their shit about?
That's the thing. We need to send Preeti in to figure it out. What is it?
You think I'm gonna come back out with information? I'm just gonna go have a good laugh and get the fuck out.
Well, now I know everything, guys.
I think Preeti would convert.
I think he would too. I think they would get you.
Preeti's like, I got a ripped underwear to get.
All right, do a poll right here. Who would be the easiest to fucking convert?
Preeti for sure.
100%.
You guys are fucked. You want to fight or something? You fucking asshole.
No, we just think you're the
You don't
closest to
think
being
he's gonna
Scientology.
convert?
Convert to what?
Scientology.
Anything.
Fuck you guys.
I
Now,
think
now I'm trying to think about you guys. You think you... Fuck you. You guys-
You guys think you'd stand up to those Scientologists? Fuck you, I'm gonna convert, then I'm gonna convert you, fucker.
Convert back and be like, you idiot.
Guys, it was a joke the whole time.
I think
Wasn't
Jonah
really
would.
converted.
Are you kidding me?
No.
No, I'm not
No.
kidding.
Why my beliefs are strong?
Well, weren't you a part of that fucking whole scheme to fucking pyramid scheme and shit?
No.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were.
Did
Who
you
got
not?
you there? You were a part of it.
That was
Yeah,
easily-
and we laughed at you,
I,
and you were
dabbled.
so. Fuck you guys saying that.
Didn't
I
you
would
meet
convert
Trump
first.
through that shit and it got you all riled up to do it more?
I did meet Trump.
Yeah.
But
You're a follower of Trump.
listen, first of all, for me it was a tax write-off.
How
learned
many
a
like
valuable
pyramid
lesson.
schemes like little sessions?
But the
have you
one
been
thing
to?
I will
was the
say,
only one.
hey, the one thing I will say though, because they're so big on personal development, and there's a lot of
Shut the fuck
He's
up.
still in it. This
motherfucker's still in it. He's trying to sell us again. He's trying to do Kevin dirty twice.
I'm telling you, there was some good out of it, and that good was the personal development. They push personal development a lot. There's a lot of stuff.
What did you
that-
develop?
Just on. It was really personal to me. No, but like you get into like reading a lot of books on like business and you know,
asked, what did
people
you
skills
develop?
and all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm fucking telling you.
He learned how to fucking scam people. That's what
Yeah,
he learned.
people skills. How do you manipulate? Oh, okay.
Exactly. I
That's
learned how to
legit
read
what it is.
I learned how to read people and then tell them what they wanted to hear.
You can't even read a book.
That's exactly what I read.
See, I fucking told you me convert and fucking.
That's true.
You would 100% correct.
Have you ever been conned to like go to like a meeting and shit?
Huh?
Oh, like conned to like go to a meeting. Fuck, I was so choked.
No, I don't go to those things, man.
Dude, I get called. They're like, "Oh, we want to like set up some sort of business meeting with you, this and that." And like, finally, they're okay, let's go. The guy's like, you know what? Let's just show up to like the center over here. I was like, oh, "Okay, sounds good." I go there. He's like, "Oh, I guess this is my office. Why don't you just come inside?"
I guess this is my.
Yeah. And then he has like another guy ready to like fucking want me to like sign up for this thing. And he's like, right away, the first thing he's like, "Yeah, so you ready to sign up? So you ready to sign up?"
Yeah.
It was
That was the biggest thing I learned from that shit.
Which one was it?
It was oh fuck, I forget what it was. It's like a World
Financial Group.
Financial Group.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go, right there. That's the one.
Was it an
Oh,
insurance?
we just want to focus on educating everybody. That's all we want to do. We just want to focus on it. I was like, okay, you
Here,
fucking
sign right here and you'll get the free
Yeah,
education.
and then he's like, yeah, I just signed these couple of papers. You can sign up, you know, whatever. It's not a big deal.
Suck
It's
this
just a
dick
couple
right
$100, but you know. I was like, God damn it, you waste my fucking time on this bullshit, conning me into these places. Have you ever been?
Not to World Financial.
only-
I met one of the big time guys on an airplane on the way back,
Yeah.
and he's trying to sell me on the airplane, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm good.
He's gonna sell you an airplane
No, he's trying to sell me on
the
the
whole
concept.
of an airplane.
The concept.
So what we're on, so what we're on right now, this is an airplane.
Are you enjoying?
And the funny thing is, he had like some
know
ring,
this.
right? And he's like, yeah, I got this ring because I'm like, pretty up there and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, shut the fuck up, dude. I ain't got time for you.
The only thing I've ever been to like that is those timeshare meetings. That's it. But you get something out of
Dude,
it.
times you get free gifts.
Yeah, it's a fucking best.
Just say I got a tax write-off, you get a free gift. You're a con,
Trying to
regardless.
justify it. He's still trying to justify it.
Yeah.
My accountant loved it. I loved it. Knocked me back a couple of tax brackets. Exactly what I was looking for. Fucking good to go.
Are you convincing us or yourself?
I know, pretty much.
I'm telling you, he's still
I
in
don't need to
it.
convince myself. My T4s show it.
So fucked.
But no, the big one for me was they said they're like, yeah, you can start this part time, and I was like, okay, whatever. If it's a side hustle, it's a side hustle. Keep it going like that, right? Then they're like, oh yeah, your team's too big. You need to do everything yourself. I'm like, no. I'm like, I told you guys this is gonna be my side hustle. Yeah, no, we can't. We can't support you. You gotta take care of your team. And at that time, I don't know how many people. I had a fucking huge team under me. I was like, yeah, I ain't got fucking time for that.
And what he means by supporting your team is going
You gotta-
up to the people underneath you and keep just pumping them up
You
and
gotta-
giving them positive reinforcement.
You gotta basically keep doing sessions for them.
and keep and doing that same shit where
Yeah.
it's like that one person that
Yeah.
calls you up and stuff, gets you there,
Yeah.
and then oh look, here's this other guy and he's a big guy, he's making so much off
And
of
I was
it.
like, I ain't got time
Yeah.
for that.
I remember.
And then as soon as I left,
his whole
it
team,
all-
everybody underneath
it
him
all
just-
fucking collapsed
yeah.
because they're like, if this guy's not doing it, why are we gonna do it?
Yeah.
And
That's how it works.
and then because I collapsed, the guy above me he collapsed, and it just it was literally a fucking ripple
was
effect all
wild.
the way to the top.
pyramid.
Yeah, it was this deck of cards that fucking.
I
Yeah,
don't
it was,
know.
it was fun while it lasted, though. I learned some good things.
Yeah.
How's this NDP doing for your taxes now?
Fuck that guy, man.
Who are you talking about?
Horgan, he's a piece of shit. I call him.
The Hulk Hogan.
What you gonna do when Hulk Hogan runs wild on you?
I ain't gonna do shit for you.
He ain't doing shit for nobody. Buddy, we still don't have ride hailing. Fuck that guy. ICBC rates are through the roof. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Housing market is dead. Fuck
Actually,
that
they
guy.
just jacked up the vacant house by 25%.
Yeah, 25%.
Which is pretty wild.
No, it's 25%. I don't think it's
No,
jack-
like, yeah,
it's
but
25%
like
of the
25% on that,
of the
yeah.
original, yeah.
Which is still-
which
hey,
is still
still a-
fuck that
Yeah.
guy. He's a piece of shit, straight up.
Wait,
that
why-
one-
why you
why
mad
is
about
that
that
one?
one?
Fuck
Was it?
that guy.
Yeah, that
That's
one.
the only
whatever.
good one.
Fuck that one.
Why are you mad about that one?
Because it's
He has empty
yeah,
houses
just-
out there.
Just
You
fuck
know.
that guy. That's why.
no,
it-
because it does affect people who have vacation properties as well.
No, because you only have to live in it. If you're out of the country for more than 6 months,
I don't know the
that's
loopholes
pretty-
around it. Originally, when it came out, there was some fucked up shit. I don't have one, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
But
Then
at the
shut
end of the
up.
day,
Exactly. That's what
That's
I'm
what
saying.
we're asking you.
That
You
guy.
should be.
That's what we're asking you.
Was
That
it
way
you
matter.
telling me, or was it somebody else? They were like, "Yo, this guy probably hasn't even been to the Lower Mainland."
it was me telling you
Oh,
because
yeah.
I met him and I asked him I was like, "Yo," I'm like, "What are you doing about
the highway.
Because the highway was getting already under fucking pre-construction
By like Langley and shit.
by Langley. They were widening the fucking highway, and they're gonna whatever double lane it, quadruple lane it all the way to Abbotsford, and he stopped it. He stopped that one. The Massey Tunnel replacement
Oh,
was
yeah.
already under pre-construction,
That one was
pre-loading on
stupid.
That was
both
the
fucking
stupid
sides.
shit.
Piles in the motherfucking ground already, and he stopped it. Every infrastructure project we had, the fucking idiot stopped it, and they're like, and everyone's like, okay, so what are you doing? Oh, we're doing a
saving
study.
money.
We're doing a study on it to see, what. It's like people have already done studies. We already know those fucking traffic. We need to do this. Well, we're studying it. Motherfucker, studies still aren't over.
Yeah.
Even with this Uber thing,
It's because they just
they're
delay
still
it.
fucking studying it.
The,
It's
Uber
just
shit's
delay.
ridiculous, man.
They do that so that they can show that, and like they'll stop projects so that they can show like, oh, look at how much less money we spent than the last government. Vote us back in, and it's like, no, why would I vote you in when you don't fucking do
Yeah,
anything?
he's a fucking piece of shit. I don't like
Yeah.
him. Fuck that guy. That's how I feel about him. How do you guys feel about him?
I agree.
also don't like him.
I don't know much about him, but fuck that guy.
Pretty sure teachers might strike later.
See, this is going to be interesting. The transit strike just ended. The hotels were on strike, and here he is, fucking walking the picket line with them and stuff like that. I get the whole picketing thing and worker rights and all that kind of stuff, But where it's going to become interesting is on the big stuff. So the transit one was going to be interesting because if they had striked,
Yeah.
what does he do? If he doesn't intervene, he's fucking the general public, a good portion of them who depend on public transit. So he fucks them over. If he does intervene, he fucks his base over because now he's getting involved in with the unions and saying, hey, you need to go back to work. So if they had gone on strike, he would have been fucked. And now I think the same thing's going to happen with the teachers. If the teachers strike, if he intervenes, he's fucked. If he doesn't give a good enough deal, he's fucked because it's his government.
Yeah.
Right? He criticized the shit out of the Liberal government when they were in power, when they were doing this stuff. So I'll be very interested to see what he does.
It's crazy. People like who aren't educated or like don't know. Like when teachers strike, they don't get money for the day. So it's like literally, if you depend on the income, you're fucked.
Yeah.
No, anybody who strikes. They get
You get nothing.
the fund for what's it called? Striking is like it's like $200 a week or it's something. It's
like the
stupid.
most
Yeah.
I think I've seen is like $30 a day, and
it's
it's like
something.
okay, so I gotta drive all the way to where they're doing a strike, waste all the gas, like the
You got to go
fucking-
picket. You get assigned picketing locations. You got to go do your thing or whatever. Yeah, man, it's tough. And in Metro Vancouver, where it's already hard enough to live as is, it's super hard, man. And then if you have to go on strike to exercise your rights to try to get a better deal,
And then after
like,
not getting paid for like 2-3
Dude,
weeks,
you
a
get
month
fucked,
and shit,
man.
and then the government goes, no, you have to go back to work.
Yeah.
When they fucking legislate you back
Legislate
to
you
work,
back, yeah.
and then the company's just like, okay, like
Yeah.
where the fuck?
Well,
is
certain
this?
things should be considered essential service, and public transit, in my
has to,
opinion,
it has
should
to
be
be.
considered public
But it is.
essential service.
But if the government's gonna get involved and be like, okay, you have to go back to work, they have to be doing shit to that company and being like, well, you're gonna have to like accept these certain things and like, but they just fucking force them back to work. Like it's fucked. It's completely biased towards the company.
Didn't the politicians like give themselves a raise?
The
Recently?
politicians, like the
Or something like that?
and like the NDP, I don't know.
It was like something like the
I know they
politicians
do.
like themselves, they gave themselves a higher raise, but then offering like lower raises for all the actual
Yeah.
other
Oh.
jobs.
Who knows, man? That's how politics is. A
Yeah.
fucking dirty game. They probably did.
Exactly.
Probably gave themselves a bigger like expense budget or something. Just hit it somewhere in something.
See, for that transit one, I would like cut it in half then until you figure out a deal. Because people still get where they want.
Cut what in half?
Just like half the buses going.
You know the amount of people that ride a day. You were talking about 1 million trips a day. You can't even cut that shit in half, man. There's too
There's
much
gonna be like
dependence.
riots on those buses.
That's what. No, they should be like crammed in there. Like fuck, you want to go?
They're already crammed. Have you been on some of these like
Yeah,
the
some
busy routes? You're passing up like 3-4 buses before you can get on right now.
Really? Where?
In the Vancouver area,
Vancouver.
obviously fucking out here. There's nothing.
Hey, look, another empty bus. Oh, you don't like taking 3-hour bus rides to go somewhere else? Dude, one time I remember I took a bus from fucking UFV to my house, and I was like, okay, I think it's like a 25-minute drive for me, and I'm like, okay, it'll depending on bus wait times and shit. This is and I had to catch one connecting one. I was like, at max, it'll be like hour and a half. I was like, okay, like fine, fuck it, let's see what happens.
3 times the distance.
It was fucking like 5-6 hours. I eventually gave up. Dude, I eventually gave up.
Called his mom.
No, I called your sister. And she came and picked me up. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, fuck this shit.
Were you
I'm
by
never
her
doing
house?
this. Yeah, it was like, I was at a connector place somewhere in Abbey. And I was just like,
Yeah,
yo,
but
man. Like,
over there.
dude, it was fucked.
Still
'Cause-
happens.
He probably took the wrong bus.
You don't know how to do
because
this
the
system.
connectors were supposed to be at a certain time, and like I think that one had run late or something, and there's only like 1 or 2 that go out to fucking Alder
Yeah,
Grove,
yeah.
and so it was just fucked. And I'm like, how would you be able to do this regularly?
Well, did you use Google?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it does.
It was a while ago though. It was like 6 years ago, so
Yeah, I know.
it was before all this.
Because right
like,
now, if you do it, it'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, this bus,
Yeah.
it's running late and shit,
Yeah.
all that crap.
where I had to look at like the actual websites and see their schedules and shit, and I was like, that fucking is retarded. Like,
Now, the only longest one I think I've taken is Langley to Burnaby or something. But I made sure it was a straight shot.
I remember the first time I ever took a bus. Like I don't know the number routes and shit. Like it's like this is the 601 or whatever. I was like, oh, what the fuck? I was literally going like 3 blocks, and I was like, how's this guy gonna know? He needs to stop? Like how does he know? Like he needs to stop?
How's the emergency?
Dude, I kept fucking hitting the ding ding thing, right?
He's probably like, sit the fuck down.
And my wife was with me.
Don't
His
understand.
wife is with him. No, and she's like, listen. She's like, He's gonna stop. He has to stop at the stop. Like,
Yeah.
that's the stop we're gonna get off at. It's like, okay. We're good. We're
Tripping
good.
out. This guy tripping.
I was tripping out, man. I was
The
like,
first time I ever took a bus, my wife was with me.
yeah. Dude, I've never been on a bus my whole life.
What the
until I
fuck?
got married. Never been on a bus. Never. Think
Privilege.
about
There's
it.
no bus.
We
for
grew
your
up
guys'
on a
house.
farm.
Yeah, there's no bus over
You
there.
either drove the tractor, or and then after you the tractor, you graduated to a fucking car. There was no such thing as a bus.
Yeah.
The only bus I ever took was a school bus, and I just
Yeah.
went to sleep during that, so I didn't have to pay attention.
That'd be so funny. Jonas was standing right beside the driver. Hey man.
I did. I got up and walked up to him.
Hey sir. Can you take me to 1511?
I was like, yo, are you gonna? He's like, yeah. He goes to stop there. Don't worry. I'll get you to the stop.
He walks out to the right. It's all left. Got me.
This is a faster route. Go that way. Bus driver probably offered you fucking like a lollipop or something. For your sticker for your first bus ride.
You can see how antsy I was. I was like, fuck,
That's
man.
crazy,
I don't know
dude.
how these routes were. Like, how do I know where he's gonna turn? Like, I don't know. It just says 601. Where the fuck is that going? I don't know.
That's crazy. You ever been like a Greyhound or anything?
Greyhound once. Never. I'd never take that shit again. Thankfully, they don't have them anymore.
Well, they have like similar.
That shit takes fucking forever, dude.
Yeah.
And then what really scared me was after that guy got beheaded on the Greyhound. I was like, I'm never taking that shit again.
Okay.
That guy's back out again, I think.
Yeah, I
Didn't
think
he?
so.
Yeah.
Because they released him right soon after because of he was
He's mentally
ill or whatever.
What?
Yeah, man.
So just put him back on the street.
I don't know if
Dude,
they put him on the streets.
Yo,
but
our justice
he's not-
system
You know
is
he's not in
It's
jail,
so
dude.
stupid. You know, dude, I could go kill a guy right now and be
Yeah.
like, dude, right? And fucking be like a Joker the kind of character
Dude,
guy.
man.
and
That's how you talk normally.
I know. It's all a front to one day I fucking kill somebody.
Well, there was that other guy too that just recently, I think he's due to be back out in like 18 months. And
What do you do?
or he's due for a parole or something. He fucking like killed people back in like 2006.
That
or
one
some
guy,
shit.
he killed his
and it's just
wife.
been in trial and shit. And then by the time the trial's like fully finished, it's like, oh well, he did all this time served because the trial was going on.
Did he
and
get,
then it's
like-
like, okay, he's out like.
Did you get the double times or whatever it was?
Yeah, the double, you get
But they
double.
got rid of that though.
They
now,
got
right?
rid of it
Yeah.
now.
Wait, what's double time served?
Before, like during holding, like
Yeah.
before your trial, like let's say you were in holding for like 2 years, it was double time. So that
It would
2
count
years
as
actually
4.
counted towards
As
4
4
years
in jail.
towards
So
your
you-
actual
so
sentence.
you would try
So if
to
you only
stay
got
there.
sentenced
Yeah.
for 5 years, you got 1 more year left. Boom, you're out.
So you would,
would
Wait,
try.
why would you get double?
That's how
Because
that's
that's how
what
the
the
system
law
was.
was at the time.
because the laws are written by fucking
Dude,
crooks and
it's
criminals.
fucking stupid, man.
Imagine being in jail, going like that, trials happening. You're like to the lawyer, you're like, stretch this motherfucker as
Yeah,
long as you can.
exactly.
And by the time this trial's done, I'm out.
and you would keep pleading for retrials and shit.
Because you're
and then
in
you just
pre-trial,
clog up
it's
the.
different than being in like, I don't know how much different
Yeah.
it is, but I think pre-trial is different than being an actual like.
Some say it's fucking
that
way
shit done
worse.
now?
Is it? Some say it's way worse.
Way worse. Yeah.
Is that shit done now?
The double
Yeah,
time thing.
double
is done
time
now.
done, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there like what happens if you like serve time, whatever, but then you get like acquitted or some shit?
Then they give you a sticker.
We
If
get a
you get-
lawyer on this
If
podcast.
you're in like during the thing and then you get acquitted, nothing. You
get a sticker,
You, get
dude.
out. You can.
I'm sorry. Wrong guy. We got the
Are you
wrong guy.
allowed to do a crime?
That's a oopsie.
Oh, is it double jeopardy?
There is a.
I don't think we have that. Does Canada have double
I don't
jeopardy?
know. It must.
Somebody try it.
I don't think anybody. What do you mean double jeopardy?
So
You
in the
can't get
states,
convicted for the same thing twice.
So it's in
What?
the states, listen. In the states, if you get trial to killing some guy, right, and you go to jail, you do the whole time, and it turns out that guy's alive, you could go kill him legally because you already did the. time.
Well, that's like a very loose interpretation of the
That's
law.
what it is!
It is, basically, but it's the crime cannot be, you can't get trialed for the same crime twice.
Yeah.
So another way of looking at it is like, I don't even know what a fucking good example would be, but like,
That's the best.
If you
example.
cut off Jonah's leg, his right leg,
And he grows it back,
like a lizard,
and he grows it back, and you cut it off
and then you cut
again.
it off again, you can't get tried for the second time cutting it off.
like if you cut off his dick though, right?
What if he doesn't have one to begin with?
Then there's no.
There's no trial. He goes straight to jail.
Throw this case out, sir. But is it legit like that?
Yeah, man. There's a movie on it. It's called Double Jeopardy.
Wait. So then, okay,
States,
if by that
states,
theory, yeah, I
states.
know that's states fuck. By that theory, say you go and rape someone,
Yeah.
and then after a while, whatever it gets out that you can't.
Yeah, does that
No, that one's different.
Why?
Because then you're raping. You could be raping twice. Be like, I already raped her.
Okay,
No,
hold on.
but you served the time, and then it turned out that you actually didn't.
So double jeopardy.
well, then
I
would
don't,
you
I,
be
don't
allowed
think
to go?
that, I don't think in the rape one it could work ever.
But the murder one, it works 100% of the time.
Because you're either murderer or you're not.
Yeah.
hold on.
Raped?
Why? You're either a rapist or you're not. It's the same shit.
No. Rapist.
So
Rape
hold
is
on.
so much
So
worse
if you've
anyway.
already been, so it's not just if you've been found guilty. So this is where the double jeopardy is. So double jeopardy is a procedural defense that prevents an accused person from being tried again on the same or similar charges following a valid acquittal or conviction.
Oh, okay.
So if I got charged, right? If I got charged for, let's say, bank fraud or something like that, right? And I got acquitted, right? And they did then find evidence that I did do it, and they had a solid case, they couldn't take me to trial again.
But
because I've
what
already
is it-
been
what is a
acquitted.
retrial?
Same thing for
Yeah.
murder, right? So if I committed a murder, but they weren't able to prove it, right, because of whatever evidence they had, whatever bullshit they had, and I'd already gone through the thing and I got acquitted, they couldn't charge me again for that murder because I've already been acquitted from it.
So
That makes
OJ
sense,
Simpson
'cause-
can straight up and be like, "Yeah, I did," or like anything like that, and he won't get.
I don't think so, because if the glove don't fit, you must have.
I guess if he can, but like if new evidence.
I get no, yeah.
If there's like
if
a
he's-
video
if he
evidence of
confess-
that came
if he
out.
confesses, that's a different.
Yeah, that's
story.
different.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
different.
But if a full-on video shows him again, you cannot.
They can't trial him again for her murder.
Fuck.
I think the intention of that law is probably to like.
So you
Because
can't.
you- because
so
you
you
sit
can't.
there
You
and
can.
keep
You
getting
can
it.
keep
Exactly.
on
You can
fucking
keep
putting
fuck-
somebody through the
Be like,
ringer,
no,
right?
Because in the
try 'em
States,
again,
they
try 'em
fucking love
again.
suing people
Yeah.
and shit like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, you could just keep being like, oh no, I'm gonna fucking go
Sue him
after you again.
sue him
Go after him
Because
again.
imagine if you had like $1 billion, that guy,
Yeah.
and you just hated this one guy.
I know,
You
right?
Well, that's
fucking
exactly
ruined his
what.
life.
That's what it is. It's so, like so
Yeah.
you just can't absolutely just tear somebody's life apart. Like, you know what? I didn't get you this time, but I'm gonna get to you again. Right? Round 2, round 3. What? How many you want to do?
But then you would just do different crimes.
What do you mean?
What you
You'd try to get them on different crimes.
Well, this is
That's what I was saying,
more.
it's a very shitty law.
This is more geared towards like
Yeah.
singular kind of crimes. You know, obviously, if you're just a fucking criminal, like career criminal, yeah, you're gonna get them on.
No,
other
I already
shit.
raped somebody before you can't charge me.
Listen, you got me on the first one. The next 4 are free.
Look at my punch ticket. Look at it. It's already filled out.
That's fucked.
Dude, it's good and it's fucked, I guess, depending on how you look at it.
I don't
Because there's
think
so
it's
many
good
ways
in
to
any-
abuse it.
I don't feel like it's good in
Yeah,
any way.
dude, we
But
just
for an
said it.
innocent person,
Imagine
it's good.
if you're innocent and I'm a billionaire and I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah,
guy.
but that's
But-
only if billions are out there to get you. How many instances does
You
that
think Elon
actually
Musk is
happen?
enough?
You think it doesn't? What if like in high school?
It doesn't even have to be a billionaire. Why are you guys thinking that somebody has
I'm
to do
just-
it? The
I'm-
government could do it.
Yeah, that's the
Like
most
if,
likely
if
reason
a
for it.
crooked cop puts a bullshit case against you, and especially this happens in America,
Yeah.
especially in poverty-stricken areas, put a bullshit case against somebody, and let's just say the guy has the fortunes of being acquitted, right? At least those cops then can't go back and fucking be like, you know what, I'm gonna try to get this guy again on that same charge. They can't. They can't. They already did it once. They can't get him.
It's
on
gonna
the same
help the
charge.
innocent.
I guess the way I'm looking at it, I just feel like it can be abused. That
Yeah, well,
like
that's-
new evidence.
Well, those
for
are your
sure.
feelings.
It does get abused.
yeah. But yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. That's why a lot of the DNA cases don't generally are successful because they've never actually tried somebody initially for them.
Huh?
Like, you know how like
That's
back in the day when they didn't have DNA,
Yeah.
so you know they don't know who the suspect is, so they just fucking they do their little
Hey,
investigation.
you're right there.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was this guy, right?
Yeah.
But then DNA evidence later on shows that it was actually this guy. And then that's why they're able to go in.
that's crazy
prosecute that
because you
individual.
can't keep trying to get them guilty, but you can keep trying to get them innocent.
Yes.
Yeah, but you.
Innocent till proven guilty.
Yeah, and you're trying to. Okay, it'd be.
Unless you're
fuck.
proven guilty and then you're
Yeah.
trying to prove you're innocent.
Then you're guilty till you're proven innocent.
But yeah, a lot of people have been freed from that as well. From being proven innocent after. And that's the fucked up one, man. Well, imagine spending like 20 years of your life.
Dude, there's so many cases.
What was
Yeah,
that,
there's
what was
so
that
many.
movie on Netflix? Those kids. Oh. It was so fucking good too, man.
Oh,
Oprah
yeah.
was she was one of the executive producers on it.
Who was?
We will.
Rocky?
No.
We the people.
A show or a movie?
It was a movie. It was
It was a documentary.
it was like a show. I think it had episodes.
Yeah, like one of those.
It was like a
episodic-
miniseries.
Yeah,
It
miniseries.
was like a miniseries. Super good. So these kids, man, in New York or somewhere in the States, they were just fooling around. They all had skipped school that day, and this lady had gotten raped in the park.
When they see us.
When they see us. Fucking solid. You guys got to watch it.
Let's not talk about it then. I want to watch it.
Okay, fine.
Actually, fuck, let's do it.
No.
No, I want to watch
No.
it.
It's,
We'll watch it.
it's fucking
No, but
solid.
Unbelievable is kind of like that. Have you seen that? It's on Netflix.
I have
It's a
not
show.
yet, but it's on my list, so let's not talk about
All
it.
right. This always happens.
Oh, let's just not talk about anything.
Yeah. Oh, good night, guys.
But it just goes to show you, like, how fucked up shit is, man.
Yeah.
Like especially if how easy you can be found guilty for something you didn't
yeah.
do of circumstantial bullshit evidence.
You think that happens here too, though?
100%.
100%. There's no way it doesn't.
Yeah.
I feel like you're fucking found innocent more, and it's just like
Yeah, even when you are
the
guilty.
guiltier.
Well, I should say, yeah, here our laws are fucking garbage. I think we talked about this where I was saying gun laws should be zero tolerance, but like it's just too easy for criminals to get away on technicalities,
Yeah.
man. Fucking
And
bullshit.
I think our
technicalities.
prisons aren't as much as what's it
Business.
called, like business as it is in the States. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas the States, it's like they're
An
filling
institute.
prison cells and
Yeah.
shit
We
to
don't
get
have-
more funding and
They've
blah,
got
blah, blah.
their shit's private.
Yeah, their shit's fucked.
Private prisons, basically corporations running them
Yeah.
for profit,
Yeah.
right?
nuts.
How
Like
many
some-
prisoners do you have?
Like
Oh,
some of the shit, like
wanna
they
get more.
were paying judges to give guilty convictions so they could fill up the prisons. Like,
Do you see
fucking
do you
crazy.
see those private prisons with the gyms and shit were converted into fucking room? Like everybody's bunked in there. They barely had any room to themselves. It's fucking nuts.
just fucking packing the
Just
prison
packing
full.
the shit, out of it. And then then they're saying, "Oh, why are they fighting so much? Dude, you got no room to fucking move. You're gonna bump into another
Yeah.
guy. Someone's gonna be mad.
I'm mad just thinking about it.
It's fucked, dude.
I get mad at Preeti over a weekend when we're together.
No, yeah.
Anyways, I think that's enough for today. Hey, what's the thought of the day?
Don't go to jail.
So many random topics we talked about today.
Even if you think you're gonna
Oh,
get away
no.
with a crime at the time, they can fucking get you on that shit 10 years down
If
the
the
road.
glove don't fit.
No, there's some
But-
fucked up shit. Like they're doing it a lot now with as technology like gets better and better. They keep evidence of this, like lots of these crimes, and they'll just test it again like fucking 10 years down the road, and then be like, oh shit, we have an exact match. We know this person, and for fucking 10 years you'll just be like, oh, I got away with it, and then you just get fucking slammed.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they'll keep the DNA.
And they
Yeah.
didn't have a
And they'll
match
be-
at that moment.
Yeah.
At that time, they didn't have it in the system.
And then you
But-
went for surgery.
Yeah.
It could be, dude. Seriously, it could be anything. There's so
wait,
many.
wait,
Especially with
wait.
ancestry.ca and shit.
With that one, if they got acquitted,
No, but that's what I'm saying. If like it was,
No,
just,
if they
like,
didn't have a suspect,
didn't
if they
have a
don't know who
suspect-
it
They
is.
didn't trial that guy.
It's like
Basically-
a
They
cold
didn't trial
case,
yeah,
right?
basically,
Yeah, yeah.
let's say you kill somebody and stuff, and they have certain evidence and shit, but they can't get a suspect, nothing, and nothing ever happens with it. And then like if you're the fucking murderer, you'll just be like, okay, like nobody came to me. It's been 5 years. Okay, I'm safe. The next 5 years, and then like a few years later and shit, they'll just fucking come and be like, hey, we got all this evidence. You're going to jail.
This is why people are freaking out about cell phones using your thumbprint and your facial scans, because now automatically they
Yeah.
have your thumbprint, they have your facial scan,
Yeah.
and who knows what's getting shared with the government.
Okay, first off, the fingerprint thing. If you've ever been to jail once, they already have it.
But no, we're talking about like somebody who's committed a crime for
I'm
the
talking
first
about
time.
those average Joes that just want to, if there's somebody that really pisses you off, and you're just like, you know what, I could fucking kill
The
that person.
no, there's so many crimes of impulse, right?
Yeah.
And like people
No,
who,
but
who
all
are
I'm
not
saying is-
people who are not in the system,
Yeah.
right? Now, like they've got this massive database.
You never had your fingers printed? by
no,
them?
what the fuck would
Never.
I have my fingers printed?
You have? No?
I just went to go my Nexus, so I got my finger.
Actually, no, I did.
See?
Okay, well, you were kind of implying like, have I ever gone to jail before?
No, I fucking didn't say jail.
There was some insinuation there.
Why are you taking
I've done a lot of fucked up shit. I've been in cuffs, but I've never had to go down to the station.
He's done some fucked up shit, man.
In the bedroom or what?
That's what. Good call. Good call. Ah, shit! You got me there.
So have you had your shit scanned or whatever?
Yeah, I think I went to get like a criminal record check for a job, and then I had to go to the police station,
What
and
the
they were like,
fuck?
"Hey,
They
we
don't
don't
do
have
that?
shit." This
Oh,
was,
they're like, hey, we don't have you here. Come into the back, buddy.
no, and I think they did take my prints or something.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
I don't think they're allowed to do
Probably
that.
not. I think I was like fucking.
Criminal background check is just you give your social
Yeah.
insurance and your
Yeah.
license
Not
stuff.
even
and
that.
they-
You literally put down your name and address and shit.
That's it.
I know, but I remember
Wow.
I had to go to the station and stuff, and then they were
Me
like,
too.
"Oh, we don't have
Yeah.
any info." And
I
that
did
shit.
too.
And like, I'm
And
pretty sure
they-
they took my fingerprints.
Oh, they put you in the system.
Probably. That's
Like,
probably what
guy,
it was.
This guy looks like one of those
Yeah.
creeps who's gonna fucking do something down the road.
Terrorist.
School shooter-esque.
Terrorist.
And what about when they on your birth certificate? Don't they get your fucking fingerprints then too?
No.
What?
Or are those just footprints?
What are you talking about? When you're a little baby?
Yeah,
When you're
don't
just
they?
born? Maybe. Who the
I
fuck
think they
cares?
do.
Those
No.
change by then.
Oh yeah, of course they change, but yeah.
Who
like, I
cares
think
about
they-
that then? Were you doing crime as a baby?
No, it might just be a way of. It might just be a way of
Actually,
keeping
no.
track
I
of the
have
baby.
been fingerprinted.
See? That's what.
No, hold on.
No, see,
hold
everybody.
on.
Oh, yes.
Shut the
Hold
fuck
on.
up. Hold on. This was in grade 5.
Yes.
They had this. I think they still have this program in the schools where
DARE program.
they fingerprint the kids. It's for like missing like children. Like if you ever get abducted or something like that, then they have all your stuff.
It's just to get you in the system.
Oh, yeah,
It's a
100%.
It's a
It's a
trick.
government fucking.
And that's why everyone's getting scared about this ancestry and 23andMe shit because they're like
Yo,
these
I'll-
companies have legit just DNA profiles on you now.
I still
What
want to
the
do
fuck
it.
are
though.
they? I know, I do too.
I would
But
just
like,
put-
who are
do
they
that.
selling
What
it
are you going to learn from it?
Dude, we
My mom did it.
And?
Apparently, like
we're
there's
Persian, we're Caucasian, Aryan descent. Actually, we're actually Aryan descent Caucasians, because of the conquest through
Okay, first of all,
Persia.
you haven't
That's
done it
why
from-
you're
let
so
this guy
light.
talk because his mom did it.
Okay, go.
But yeah, it's
Just
like.
guessing. We came from over here.
But yeah, it's like a
came
lot
with
of like,
camels.
Persian and those are
North-
Dude, someone was even fucking Syrian, and I was like, "What the hell? You're a refugee."
North India, man, because we're North India.
No, most of it's not even North India anymore. Most of it's like fucking Middle Eastern of hers.
No.
No,
What I'm saying
because
is like
we're from
because
there.
we're from North
Oh,
India,
yeah.
and that was the
Yeah,
pathway
the
into.
bloodlines
That it got
came
mixed.
Yes,
from- Yeah, yeah.
that's why our bloodline is, and that's why we're more fair skinned and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, and our musculoskeletal is Caucasian.
Well, then. That's why we're not good athletes.
And Aryan descent. The Aryan one kind of blew my mind. I was like, really? Oh,
That's pretty
shit.
wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
you're
want to
saying
do it
Hitler
now.
would've
I know.
liked
I'm
us.
so curious.
I'm gonna
Well,
do it
what-
now?
So are you saying Hitler would have liked us?
No, what I'm saying is
Not you, but
Damn it.
What I'm saying is the racism that we face in Canada, we shouldn't.
I'm the same as you. It's like the Spider-Man meme. I know.
No, you should just carry that around. Look, I'm the same as you. Let's match us up.
Yeah.
No,
carry your
this is
DNA
the fucked
profile.
up thing, man. Even like people who are racist, like they don't even know where the fuck they came from.
Yeah. Well, if you go far enough back, like it's not even that far. I think it's like, 75,000 years ish. There was a fucking bottleneck of 2,000 ish people. They say, like that's what they've gotten it down to. Fucking like that's it.
Well, they're also saying that Genghis Khan's bloodline
his
runs in
1 in 10
Yeah,
in the
something like
world.
Genghis
Khan.
10% of people in the world.
How do you spell it?
Genghis.
Jingle
Genghis.
Khan, Jingle Bell Khan.
Genghis
Shadow
Khan.
Khan.
Kotal Khan.
Shaka Khan.
Genghis Khan. His bloodline runs because
1
of
in
how
10
much
because of how much
conquering
fucking
he
was
did
doing.
and how much fucking he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is that every man's goal? To be a 10th.
sex the Shakeen. Anyways, what was the thought of the day?
Oh, that's what we're at.
We're all equal.
Oh, you got lots of thoughts.
Yeah.
We all came from those 2,000 people, okay?
Yeah.
No one is pure. Our bloods are mixed.
We're all a bunch of filthy mudbloods.
We're all
Filthy.
one race. It's called the human race. So shut the fuck up and love thy neighbor.
Fucking
Go make love to your neighbor.
And love thy turban.
Thank you all for joining us. Until next time, peace.
yeah.